Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you're going to hear about my wide leg pants from Peppermint magazine, and I made a topper from Seamwork and it's called the Wynn. So if you want to hear all about it, stay with me. My name is Marcia and this is Gather and Stitch. The last time we talked, I had mentioned that I wanted to make another pair of the Peppermint magazine wide leg pants. Well, I did that. And after I sewed them up and tried them on and wore them around and took pictures of myself in them and the video footage, I'm like, I don't know if they're the best look for me. I don't hate them on me, but it's not like a wow, I love these, you know? So I don't know if it's my attitude lately. I don't know what the deal is. I but I guess just trying to find silhouettes that I like on my body, on the body that I have right now, not the body that I wish I had. And so what are you gonna do? So this was a fairly straightforward make. I didn't have any problems with the directions. It went together really nicely. I wouldn't say that it's super easy, but I wouldn't say that it's difficult either. So I guess right in the middle. I think the thing that makes it a little challenging is the zipper fly. So if you can get that together and sewn in, and you're home free. I don't think pants are particularly hard to make excuse me, anyway, but when you have a zipper fly, it can get challenging, and it's kind of hard to get it in your brain how things go in, because it seems like you're doing everything backwards, but it turns out in the end. Just stick with it. So as you can see in the footage that I will insert, I made these in a navy blue twill. I used a pink zipper because that's what I had. And the inside of pocket bags are like this pink plaid. So, I mean, not that anyone will ever see those, but for mine, I put belt loops. Let me find a belt loop. Here we go. I put belt loops on mine because I find my pants, since I do have a bigger tummy, my pants tend to slide right off because I don't have hips that will catch them. So I like to wear belts with my pants. So I did add the belt loops. And that was not hard. I just followed a tutorial that I found on YouTube, and there are several tutorials, so it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Yeah, I didn't really have to make too many alterations to this pattern. I did, however, I took 4 inches from the width of each leg. So I took out 8 inches total. I am on the shorter side. I'm 5'3" or 5'4", depending on the day and who's measuring me. But yeah, with the full width of the leg, I was like, like I looked as wide as I did tall. I felt like. So I did take 4 inches out of each leg, 2 inches off of each of the seams. And what I did is I just started here at the hips because the hips were fine. They were a good fit for me. And I just graded in, sorry, to take out the 2 inches on each side seam, for a total of 4 inches per leg. So, yeah, like I said, I'll insert some footage of me wearing them. They are super comfortable. I believe I made a 16. I made a 16 on the bottom half, and then graded out to an 18 at the waist, but then ended up taking an inch off the waist because the waistband was too big. So, you know, you can play around with the darts. There are darts, front and back, or sorry, no, just back darts, which I need because I have a sway back. But if you don't need those, you can play around with those to get the waistband where it needs to be for your waist. If you have, you know, if your waist doesn't fall in line with the measurements of the size you choose to show. So, sorry. But yeah, I just graded up on that waistband, and I don't think I really needed to all that much because, like I said, I ended up taking out an inch out of the waistband again. So I just made that alteration on my pattern pieces. So if I choose to make it again, then, you know, I won't have to worry about trying to remember that. I need to play around with some other patterns, and pants patterns, that is, and see, you know, if I can find another pair of pants that maybe are not a zipper fly. I don't really need a zipper fly. It could be a faux fly, and I'm perfectly fine with a faux fly. I've made the Bennett pants from Style Arc, which I like, and they have a faux fly, but they're pants that are made for more for flowy fabric, and I've made them from rayon twill. Words are hard, let me tell you. A rayon twill before, and I've made them in linen. So the Bennett woven pants I like in a more flowy fabric, and I have discovered that I don't like linen pants. And I know I might get a little flack from that statement, but here's why. Linen is a natural fabric. It's a natural fiber. So with the heat of your body and like maybe the heat of the, you know, the environment that you're in, the fibers will relax. And I end up with a baggy butt in linen pants. And I do not like that look. I do not like that look. So, I do have a pair of linen pants. I don't wear them that often just because of that. So I am looking for pants fabric that are kind of that are made out of a natural fiber, that are flowy, that are not linen. So I have not tried Tencel or Modal, and I'm not really sure. I need them to have a little bit of structure. I would like for them to have a little bit of structure. I don't want them just hanging too close to my skin like a rayon challis would, because I don't want all the little bumps and ripples and stuff to show when I'm wearing, you know, flowy pants. But yeah, so it can't be too flowy, but if you have any fabric recommendations, please let me know, because I am looking to make pants for the spring that are made out of a more flowy fabric, but still have a little bit of structure. Not structure, but are not so thin that they settle into all the little imperfections that I don't want to draw attention to. if that makes sense. So yeah, if you have any recommendations, please let me know. Just drop a comment in the comment box. And I read all the comments. I respond to all the comments. And oh, this brings me to that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It does not cost you anything. I do not have any paid memberships. Um, uh, you know, subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell for updates just let you know when I post another video, and it also helps my videos show up in feeds of people with like-minded interests. So it helps the algorithm is what I'm trying to say. But anyway, so yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Okay, so I was having a little think about what is missing in my wardrobe. Because, you know, you can only sew so many things. But if they were things that I loved, and I could get more wear for longer out of them, like make them 3-season garments instead of just 1-season garments. You know what I mean? And I kind of lose my sewing mojo over the fall and winter because the things I like to sew and the fabrics I like to sew are more for the spring and summer. So I was thinking that I love dresses and I like for them to be sleeveless. And I don't know why that is, but I just do. So I decided that I needed some more toppers. And I've been experimenting with wearing that third layer. Like when you're wearing separates, you can wear like a bottom and a top. That's your two pieces in your outfit. But I've been experimenting with that third layer, whether it be a cardigan or a blazer. It can be a scarf. But I saw this on Seamwork, and I am a member of Seamwork's, I'm not sure what they call it, but I can get free Seamwork patterns because I'm a member of their club. And this topper right here looked really cute. And because some of my cardigans are longer, and with fuller skirted dresses, I think they kind of look a little, I look a little disheveled or something when I wear them. They don't really suit the line of the dress, and more of my dresses are higher waisted. The waists are a little higher, and so I have been tying my cardigans up higher when I want a little, you know, warmth on my arms, or I need a little extra coverage or something. So anyway, I saw this pattern on Seamwork, and I saw it last year. I downloaded it, but I never made it. And so I made one. And I like it. As with most of the things I'm making lately, I made the size that I thought would work for me. It only had 1 inch of ease in the bust area. So it said, and you know, I followed the directions and everything, but it turned out a little big. And I'll insert some footage. But I made it out of this polyester fabric I had hanging around from when I first started ordering fabric like a crazy person. And I discovered that I didn't really like polyester all that much, but I had ordered a bunch of stuff because I love the color and the texture, and I didn't really pay attention to the content of the fabric until it came in, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can wear this, you know, because polyester it's really warm in the summertime. But anyway, I used this as my toile, and you guys, I like it. I like it. It's a little big. I think I made the 18. I need to size down to the 16 because even when it's on and tied in the front, the side seams, you know, are pulling forward. Like there's, the back is too big. Everything is too big. But it's not so big that it looks oversized. I just, for my preference on how I want things to fit or how I wanted this to fit, I need a size down. But anyway, yeah, it's really cute. It is really cute. And they are using some like a sandwich type technique in the instructions that I had never used before. So let me put my glasses on and get to that place. I really had to have a think about this because I had never seen this done before. But I don't really sew a lot of things with lining either, so okay. So it's lined. So you have the outside and you have the front, the two front facing, the two front pieces of the bodice are lined because you have that tie in the front, and you're gonna, once it's tied, you're gonna be able to see the front and the back of the tied piece. So the whole front of the bodice, the two front bodice pieces are lined. So, but they have you inserting the back, the lining, the front piece, and then they have you sandwiching the back in between and sewing that up all together, and then you turn it right side out and it's all sandwiched in there and you don't see the side seam. So I thought that was pretty ingenious, and like I said, I had never seen that done before, and I had to scratch my head for a minute to try and figure out what they were talking about, but once I did, it was fine. So yeah, this is the front, and so this is how I'll show you the side seam. The side seam is all encased here. The back is, they just wanted you to roll the back up and hem it, but I just sewed on a piece of bias tape, and I wanted I was afraid that if I just, you know, folded it up and sewed it, that sewed it down, that it would eventually end up rolling. So I sewed a piece of bias tape to the bottom and then folded it up and sewed the hem down, which gave me a little bit of a thicker hem, but still stayed within the allowance that they gave me for folding up the bottom, because the bottom has to, you know, fit into the side when it's all sandwiched in. So I did that. And then because the inside was so neat and tidy with that side seam hidden, I went ahead and did French seams on the arms. The arm seam, I French seamed that. And then I French seamed the armhole as well. The back is finished with bias tape. You sew bias tape to the edge of the neck opening and then just fold it down and sew it down. So that's what I did there. And then the shoulder seam is all encased, and you see my French seam there with the armhole opening. So yeah, I mean, I know it was a toile, but you know, I felt like it was the right thing to do with this garment, especially with the edges. I didn't want the edges to fray, and I wanted to see, you know, I like to practice those techniques every once in a while. I don't use them a lot, And so I just wanted to see sometimes different types of fabrics, how they would take it, you know, how the seams look. Now, because this is polyester, I could not get a super flat press on it. It does have bust darts. This does have bust darts, and it has darts in the back. Hope you can see that or not. Let's see if I can find one. Here we go. It has darts in the back right here. But yeah, I couldn't get a super flat seam on this, and it has gathered armhole into the arm side. So yeah, I think for my next one, I'm going to size down, and I may take in the shoulders a little bit. On this one, the shoulders are a little wide for me. I have wide shoulders anyway, so I like for the shoulders to be a little narrow. So this little ruffle, when you have it on, it's a little bit higher on my shoulder, so it kind of disguises how wide my shoulders actually are inside that little sleeve cap right here. So yeah, I really liked it. I'm gonna make another one, and I think that it will work out really well for layering over some of my dresses that that I've made in the past and that I'm going to make here pretty soon. And I like the sleeves. They cover your arms if you need to get out of the sun, or if you need a little bit extra warmth in the spring or summer. Yeah, you can just throw that on and it looks so cute. It's very cropped up under the bust, and it's made out of wovens, but you know what? I'm sure you can make it out of a ponte. It may get a little heavy, and you may have to line it with something different, like a matching, like 100% cotton jersey or something that doesn't have a lot of stretch, and see how that works. I think I might try that. I think I have some 100% cotton jersey that I have been shying away from using because it doesn't have a lot of recovery. But for something like this, you wouldn't really need a bunch of recovery, so we'll see. Maybe I'll try with that. But look online, because they made some out of linen, they made some out of double gauze, which I really like the look of, and I have some double gauze here that I may try. My next one may be made out of that. So that's all I have for you today. But I hope that you have a great day, that you get some sewing in, that you stay warm. We're having another cold front where I live, and it's super cold outside, and it's been hazy and not very sunny, and so I hope that the weather is good, that maybe you can get out and get a walk in. I know I always feel better after I get outside. Yeah, I hope you get some sewing in, and I will see you next time. Bye.